Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea and it's nice to have you guys here. Today I thought I would do a first impressions of my new palette. This is the Urban Decay Backtalk palette, which has both 4 face products, so 2 blushes and 2 highlighters, and then 8 eyeshadows. I spotted this the other day and first I saw it online on the app and Sephora's app and thought, oh my god, I'm gonna have to get that. And then I went into Sephora intending to just get a couple small things, and they had all the new palettes like front and center as soon as you walk in the door. And so I saw it in person and I swatched the face products and just thought, okay, I have to get this. I thought it might be fun to try it out today. I haven't used it. I bought it Friday. It is now Sunday and I still haven't used it, so I thought I would do it with you guys today before going out to lunch with my mom. This is the palette. As I just showed you, it opens up. You've got the mirror kind of on both sides that sticks up, and then it pops out, which is kind of nice, and it all just kind of collapses pretty easily. It's very compact, so I think it will be good for travel, but I will say it's heavy. So if weight limit in a checked bag is of concern for you like it usually is for me, I'm not sure I would put this in my checked luggage. I definitely have lighter palettes. Like, I'm just thinking the Too Faced Boss Lady Agenda palette that I bought has almost as many face products at the bottom and more eyeshadows, and it's like half the weight, if not even less than half. Comparing it to even like the Naked Smoky or the Naked Heat, just a standard Naked palette, I can definitely feel that this one is a little bit heavier, but it is a bit smaller, a bit slimmer, and this one has the blushes, whereas the regular Naked palettes just have the eyeshadows. So I do think this will be a good option for travel, but just be aware that it's got some heft and some weight to it, which is nice because it's primarily cardboard packaging, and sometimes that can feel really flimsy. So overall, I do like the packaging. So I am just going to get out my little drawer of makeup, which you will have seen if you watched my everyday makeup video, and I'm going to get my primer potion. I just have the little sample sizes because these things last me forever and I keep getting them somehow. One came in a sample bag, another came in a play box. I've had 3 of these little ones and they've lasted me forever. This is the last of the 3, but I just started it, so probably won't need to buy a full-size primer potion for another few months still. I'm going out to lunch and it's a Sunday, so I'm not really looking to do like a really crazy dramatic look. The shades that we have for the eyeshadows are 3 sheets, which is a matte, like not quite like pinker than cream, but creamier than blush. That makes sense. Bare, which is a shimmer, although it looks almost more like a satin. Curve, which is another shimmer. Backtalk, which is like a nudie, dusty pink, dusty rose color. Shade, which is kind of this purpley one, really pretty. Attitude, WTF, which is kind of a very warm tone brown, and then 180, which is a shimmer. The WTF is a matte. So you've got 3 mattes, kind of a light, medium, and a darker, and then 5 of the shimmer shades, which some look more shimmery than others. Some look like they might be more of a satin type finish. So we will see. I'll try to play with as many of them as possible. So I'm going to start with one of my Wet n Wild really fluffy brushes, and I'm going to go with 3 sheets all over the lid. And that's just kind of on me, like my skin tone. So it's really blending in. Now I'm going to go into the crease with the Backtalk, which is the mid-tone matte shade. Just pop that into my crease. I'm going to play with the shimmers, but I don't want to go for too dark of a look, so I'm probably going to stick with the lighter end of the palette instead of the darker end. Also, I'm not always the best with eyeshadows, so I find that when I'm testing out a new palette. It's kind of easier for me to correct mistakes if I'm using the lighter shades than if I'm using the darker shades. So I'd say they're so far behaving just like my other Urban Decay shades do. I have the Naked Heat and the Naked Smoky. I'm gonna try Bare. Let me swatch that. It just, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna show up. You can kind of see it. Bare is really light, but it's kind of like a really light rose gold. So I think I'm gonna do that all over the lid, and then let's look at Curve. Curve is also going on kind of light, but I think we could build it up. Curve is a bit more pinky. I do not have the best lighting in my bathroom, I'm sorry. Let's look at Shade. So that one's Shade. Just more of a darker pink. Do like that. And then Attitude is that one there. What do I want to do? This is the hard thing when you've got choices. It can be hard to choose. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna go too dramatic, but I think I wanna try Shade in my crease as well. These are definitely, I'm noticing more shimmer from Curve and from Attitude, whereas Bare and Shade are coming up slightly more like a satin finish. So I've got some of Shade on my other crease brush. I'm just gonna use that to deepen up my crease a little bit, and I'm kind of liking that. Some people will probably be a little disappointed that they're not super shimmery and glittery, but I actually kind of like when they're more of a satin finish because it still reflects light and looks really pretty, but it does make them a little bit easier to wear during the day. And while I'm generally not, you know, a huge follower of rules like, you know, keep your eyes neutral during the day and more dramatic at night, like normally I don't give a crap about that. It is just kind of nice to feel like if I'm going to teach or something, I don't have to feel self-conscious about having glitter on my eyes. Although I say that now, and I think the other day when I went to teach I had glitter on my eyes. Oh well, I do what I want. Now I'm going to take smaller, flatter eyeshadow brush and go in with Bare, which was the second lightest shade, and put that all over my lid and kind of blend that up into Shade in my crease. And I would say these are blending really beautifully. And I'm not a blending expert, so usually I really struggle with it, but I think these are playing really nice. I'm really liking how that one's turning out. Am I the only one who can never get both eyes to match? Please tell me in the comments. That is kind of my eternal struggle. Okay, I'm really liking that. I'm going to, I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to screw myself over, but I think I might try some of 180, which was the darkest shade in the liner brush. I'm going to try putting that just kind of smudged down around my lash line. And I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. I need to clean it up. There's a tiny bit of fallout, but that's expected. I feel like these are, it's still pretty much what you can expect from Urban Decay. I'm not noticing any more fallout than what I've experienced with the Naked Heat or the Naked Smoky or my old Naked on the Run palette. Okay, I really like that. So now I need to clean this up just a tiny bit. Just taking some rose water on a cotton round. I was smart today and I didn't do any of my other makeup yet. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera here and do my base, and then I will come back and we will try out the blushes and the highlighters. And I'm back. Okay, so that's my base set and my eyes finished. Looking at it with kind of the inner corner and the brows done and the mascara, I'm really liking this look. It's pretty, but it's still natural. It's not too over the top for daytime, or just for me in general. I have to be in a specific mood to do really dramatic, but I do like that you've got the darker shade options. I'm really liking 180, which is the darkest one, along my lash line. I think that's really pretty, but I will probably play this week with using Backtalk as my all over the lid kind of transition and then play more with these shades. But now it's time to try the blushes and the highlighters. So I'm going to try to swatch these. So Cheap Shot is kind of just a very beautiful, I don't know, like mauve-y pink. Definitely more of a pink. Really pretty. Double Take is more of a nude, I don't want to say peach, but it's definitely where Cheap Shot is going more towards the pinky purples. Double Take is going more towards the like brownie, nudie, peach end of things. So I feel like Double Take would probably be really beautiful in summer and autumn when you're wearing a lot of bronzer and stuff as well. And Cheap Shot for me is a shade, an all year round shade, but I think for some people it might be more of a winter spring when you're wearing more of the berry colors. And then Low Key is kind of a, can you see that? I hope that focuses. It's kind of like a peachy gold. It's very beautiful though. Try to pack it on the back of my hand. Not sure how well that's coming out. That's really pretty though. I think Low Key would go really well with Double Take. And then Party Foul is more of a kind of standard champagne-y, not quite rose gold, but kind of, it's got a hint of pink in there. And I think would go really pretty with Cheap Shot. So now we have to decide, what do I want to use? Because they're all beautiful. Looking at my shirt, I've got all of the shades because my shirt has a floral print on the bottom. So I've got all of these shades in my outfit, but because I feel like I went a little bit more with the berry tones on my eyes, I think I'm going to try Cheap Shot and Party Foul. Though you could probably mix and match these and I will probably play with that. Okay, so going in, I'm going to try to be light and build this up. I never know how much it's going to take. Excuse my awkward grin as I do my blush. I have to smile when I do my blush. I don't know why. Apples of the cheeks. Though I know some people say you're not supposed to do it there. I don't know. It's just how I've always done my blush. And it's where I blush naturally. My cheeks get red. So I'm liking that. I would go in with just a tiny bit of my Pacifica mattifying powder just to blend over the top of the blush and tone it down. It's probably all wrong, but the way that I've always done my blush is make the blush a little bit darker on my cheeks than you would normally do, and then blend it in and blend it down with like a translucent or semi-translucent powder so that it looks like the color is under your skin, because that's how a natural blush would be. So I'm really liking that. I'm really liking that. That's just beautiful. Might go back in just a little bit. That's really pretty. I'm not sure how well that's coming up. I don't feel like my camera, especially in my bathroom lighting, picks up blushes as well. I will try to take you guys out and show you kind of in brighter light once I'm done with the highlighter. So highlighter, it's my highlighter brush. I'm going to use the Party Foul and just swipe that. I'm doing this really light. I think you could really build this up and make it very dramatic if you wanted to, but I'm just literally tapping my brush and getting just the tiniest bit, because when I swatched these on my hands, I mean, you can get a much more thick, wet highlighter look, but that's not quite what I'm going for, especially because in the Arizona sun, yeah, it'll really show up. A little bit in my Cupid's bow and on the tip of my nose. And I'm really happy with this look. Okay, I need to do my lips. What do I want to do on my lips? I'm just going to use Bite Beauty, the glass, the one that I can never pronounce, glass, something like that. But the matte lip cream, because I think this color would go really well with the Backtalk. Yeah, so let's go out into the other room by a window so you can see what this looks like with natural lighting, because that will be the better way to tell. Might be a little bit too bright, but try not to be overexposed. But I think you can see just really, you can see the highlighter there and the blush. The eyes I'm really happy with. I think they turned out really nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it turned out, I need to do my hair still. I think it turned out really well. Let me know what you guys think. Again, my makeup skills are not perfect. I'm not a pro, but I do like it. And then just so you can see so the two highlighters are there, and then those are the two blushes. I think you can see in natural lighting a little bit better. Okay, so that's first impressions for the Urban Decay Backtalk. I'm really pretty happy with this. I think it's definitely my kind of palette. I think the colors are, in terms of the blushes and the highlighters, both of these shades for the blushes are shades that I wear and like to wear as blush. The highlighters I think will look really good. I really think that Low Key, which is the more peachy one, will be beautiful in the summer with bronzers and more of a bronzy tanned look. And like I said, I'm going to keep playing with the eyeshadows and testing out the darker ones a bit more throughout the week. Let me know if you've bought this palette yet or if it is on your list. Like I said, I just wandered into Sephora at the end of a very long week, and I was just really needing to kind of celebrate surviving the week and celebrate scheduling my defense and, you know, the progress that I'm making, and just wanted to treat myself. So it was staring me in the face and I couldn't say no. I have a problem. Yeah, so say hi down in the comments. Let me know what you think of the palette, if it's on your list, or if you're going to take a pass on this. I can see some people not wanting it because of the colors, but good news is there are several other Urban Decay palettes that you can choose from. I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Give the video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. I'd love to have you join our little family here. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye-bye.